Forest River Grey Wolf 26RL here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this is just over 6,000 pounds. So truly half-ton towable. And what I'm about to say is it's going to make your brain bleed a little bit. This is a non-bunkhouse family camper with bunks. And I know what you're thinking right now. That makes about as much sense as a snake with no slither. But hang with me, baby birds, and I'll feed you. So let's start on the outside here. And let's start looking at the things that have made this the #1 selling series of travel trailers that Forest River has ever produced. This is a member of the Cherokee family of campers. So you've got the Wolf Pup, the Grey Wolf, and then Big Brother Cherokee. The construction between all of them, which is nice, is identical. It's just a matter of how big and how small do you want it, because they're all actually appointed highly similarly. This and the Cherokee have only really one critical difference, and that is that this has an above floor slide out, which means it has a carpetless living room, whereas the Cherokee has a floor flush slide out, which will give it a larger feeling living room. That's the only difference between them. They have the same structure, the same floor, and the same walk-on roof construction. This has 5/8 tongue groove plywood floor decking, an average of 12-inch on-center wall studs, which is a best-in-class feature, by the way. Yet still only 6,000 pounds. There's a lot of meat on the bones, and this is a very highly feature-packed RV. You know, power awning, power tongue jack, a lot of upgrades on here. So if you're ever curious to know exactly what this is running with its specific set of optional equipment, I left you a link to check that all by yourselves. Down here it says check for price and availability. If you click that link, it'll show you what we have, exactly how it's equipped. It'll show you pricing, because we don't hide pricing from people. And our price, by the way, does not change if you do or don't have a trade. We don't play games. The other thing is, we will also include things like tank capacities and links and all sorts of good stuff in that link there, to make life simple on you. Classic Forest River feature is they have storage behind and below the sofa that you can access from outside. But a lot of brands have moved away from it, and I guess I thank them for it, because I still sell the one that does. But every ounce of storage space counts, and rear living rooms typically like this do not have exceptional outside storage space, but that extra little spot there, everything adds up. I don't know if you noticed also, we have leak preventing seal gripping slide walls here, so that the slide seals are pulled as tight as they possibly can be, and that gives you a nice clean seal inside and out. And they use really big windows, biggest in class windows here. You'll see a couple things like that. They're also very good at putting the largest medicine cabinets and travel trailers in these things, and that doesn't sound like a big flashy fancy feature, but I go camping and I tell you guys, you use a medicine cabinet every single day of the week. You go camping, generally multiple times, because in theory I hope you're at least brushing your teeth in the morning and afternoon, evening, whatever. I skipped over a couple things up front, and I don't want to miss these because they're really good features. The fact that we have a full aluminum swept front nose here. You look at this, a lot of people are going to assume that's a fiberglass sweep, which would be a fair assumption most of the time. But what they did here is, we all know what diamond plate is. It's a 0.06 thickness aluminum. It's very strong stuff that deflects stones. Your sidewall metal is a 0.04 inch, so this is about 250% thicker. That is exactly what the entire nose of this RV is. The whole nose of this thing is extra thick, extra strong, thick aluminum there, that it helps, it's not going to deflect inward from headwinds with that extra strength. It also, the whole nose is going to be stone repellent instead of getting dinged up. I mean, any metal, I suppose, could be dinged up if you hit it hard enough. And when you're flying down the road at 80 miles an hour, I mean, your diamond plate down here could get dinged up by a stone. The point is, it's far less likely to happen here. The entry doors, they use friction hinged entry doors here. And what that does for you is it keeps the wind from slamming the door open or shut, and you can throw that thing, and I still can't shut it even when I throw it. Also, right under the middle of your power awning with LED lighting, by the way, is an outside TV and speaker setup. The speakers, the TV hookups, all this connect to your all-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth, stereo, inside, outside, so that you have mirrored entertainment, basically. So you can have, like if you're watching the big race or the big game and you're tailgating over here, you can go inside and never miss a moment of your favorite driver, come back outside and still be in the mix of it. Now, this is a mini outside kitchen that Cherokee has come up with, and it's so cool. It goes under the kitchen counter in a spot that is kind of difficult to get to anyway, so they made it easy access outside utility space. So you've got your mini fridge right here, you've got a pull-out stovetop, and a little sink bowl here, and that's exactly what the second outside shower of this RV is for. This is, in a sense, kind of like your faucet for your mini exterior kitchen. It's a utility space, and also with that hose here, it's perfect to hose down the kids. You know, if what you do is you wait till somebody falls asleep in their lawn chair, spray them down, laugh like crazy, run away. That's what I would do, but that's me. So this is what I was talking about from the outside. This is that unique patent pending feature that literally no one else on the market has. By the way, this is the natural mink interior decor. If you like everything in this except just the fabric decors, we probably got a different one in stock, but frankly, they're all earth tone, they're all neutral. So would you like it neutral or neutral-er? Let's take a look at this real quick. We're going to talk about this real fast. So this bunk actually folds down behind the front sofa. So it does not have to be here. You don't have to sit here and go, well, how do I sit at the sofa with this thing down? This folds down at night. Well, it actually pulls up at night when you need it, and you can fold it back down during the day when you don't. So it's a bonus bunk. Grandpas and grandmas who have occasional grandkids, do not get a bunkhouse camper. Get this camper, because the grandkids aren't going to come that often, but when they do, you are guilt-free because they have their own dedicated cool sleeping bunkhouse space with, by the way, little twin USB chargers to keep their fancy phones charged up all the time. Especially nice if it's raining. They got a nice little catwalk they can chill out up there. Now down below, we've got a jackknife fold-down sleeper sofa, so you can actually have a two-tier bunk right here set up in seconds. In less than 1 minute, you could have both of these things set up. Also, during the day, you have a pretend theater seat with this beautiful fold-down armrest cushion here, or you could just have extra seating space. And the little cup holders there are super nice. They have dressed up the slide fascia treatments. They've dressed up the window treatments here for the 17s. All LED lighting. It uses less battery power, it's brighter, and it does not generate the heat of incandescent bulbs. Not to mention they last, I don't know, depending on who you talk to, these things last anywhere from 10 to 100 times longer than incandescents, and frankly, I'm inclined to believe it. LED accent light above the slide, it's mostly here for cosmetics, but here's what we found in our experience in the camping business, guys. It's the perfect night light. So when you are sleeping with grandkids here, they have the perfect night light to get to the bathroom at night. Now, mom and dad, grandpa and grandpa, you have the perfect little comfortable seating space here with these swivel rocking chairs, and you even have your own little stand on the side with a power outlet to keep your phones and things charged. All of the countertops in this, including even this dining table, by the way, are a sealed edge waterproof countertop. Now, what that means is that this can't sponge and swell and fall apart due to water exposure. So they have an extra thick solid surface sink cover as well that you can actually use as real prep space. And that leads me to the recessed stovetop over here. They've recessed the stove and the sink to give you good counter space in a floor plan that frankly normally wouldn't have much of any to speak of. And you're still getting good drawer space, and it's plywood constructed. It's not particle board with a sticker wrap. This is what I call family class, but it's made to be used and relied on and not fall apart and be fixed all the time. I love the recent update to the glass inserts with the overhead lighting right here in the kitchen. Very sharp, and it brightened up the kitchen a little bit. Last year it felt a little dark and flat, and they've combated and fixed all that. And this is, by the way, a real tile backsplash, not just a cheap wallpaper. That's a nice touch. Skylight up here lets in plenty of extra light, but you see you've got a shade so you're not an ant under a magnifying glass. And rear living rooms also have, or typically have garbage kitchen storage, but this one has an actual nice dedicated pantry here that you're really going to enjoy. Our entertainment center has this almost reclaimed barnwood look to it, and it ties into the whole natural earth tone decor that we have going on here. Generally speaking, our Cherokee family campers, including this Grey Wolf, typically do not include TVs from the factory level. We found that they're more expensive and at best equally priced to an aftermarket TV that is frankly going to be better quality. So we keep an eye on that to always try to give you guys the best setup here. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player. Our dinette here. I've always believed that every brand is the best at something. Cherokee does have the best dinettes. And this is basically one of the big reasons why are these humongous full extension drawers that you can put under them. This is not a standard item, but it's something that we'd probably... I can't imagine us ever ordering one of these without this, because it gives you 100% easy access storage to the under dinette area, and it doesn't matter if people are sitting or sleeping at the dinette, you can still get to it. And again, pressed sealed membrane countertop here on the dining table, so if you spill a Kool-Aid, who cares? It's not gonna sponge up the thing here. It might stain, so get it cleaned up. Bathroom, we've got a nice skylight and a bigger max air power vent fan up here so that we get awesome airflow through the camper, and that is exactly why they don't build the bathroom door all the way up to the ceiling, so you can have that exchange of airflow even at night, because at night you're going to probably want to close these doors and give everybody extra privacy, but that fan can suck the hot air that we exhaust as humans when we breathe, or just simply exist because we are heat machines, out of the RV. Big fifth wheel corner shower instead of a cheap travel trailer tub. And a biggest in-class sink and medicine cabinet. Remember I told you these are things you're going to use every day. They don't seem flashy fancy, but when an adult can actually get their hands in here instead of the little kitty bunkhouse sink, it's really nice. We've got good dedicated linen space in this bathroom here, and a foot flush toilet where you don't need your face near your business. Notice I've had all these doors I've been manipulating. That's because we have great privacy in this floor plan. So we have a full dedicated front private bedroom. These, by the way, are dual element reading lights. It's a blue-white LED. It's a you just keep pushing the button, tap once for blue, 2 times for white, 3rd time for off. So you can have a, just like I said, that's the perfect night light. You can have reading lamps in here, or you can have visibility lamps with the white light on. And both sides of the bed have both household and twin USB plugs. You can always have every device you own charged up all the time. And I like the fact that this has a dedicated bedroom entry door. A lot of times mom and dad just want to skip in to grab something real quick. Or if you're traveling, open the door, go to the bathroom, close the door. You don't have to manipulate the slide out. It's nice that way. And if you do choose to add a flat screen, you'll see that you have matching TV mounts through the whole RV, outside, living room, and bedroom. So one screen could service the entire RV. It's kind of cool that way. Give us a call, learn a little bit more. 800-256-5196, Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.